Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing a love reading, and I'm going to see who's coming towards you in love. And keep in mind that whatever wants to come out will come out. It's usually about love. Most people like to watch love readings, so let's just hope. But something else may come out, so we'll stay open to that. So who's coming towards Aries in love? Keep in mind this can resonate with your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or anywhere you have Aries strongly in your chart. Who's coming towards Aries in love? Okay. We have not for you, and it's halfway there. So something, some sort of path you're on in life or something you're doing may not be for you. You may be entering a transition period soon, because this card flipped out halfway, and that I do take the cards when they come that way. So, and we have thinking and go to the sea. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say some of you can be born April 7th with this card here. Go to the sea. This is talking to source. This is also giving God your worries. This is thinking a lot about maybe your purpose, where you're supposed to be in life, because 44 here we have, which turns to 8, we have infinity. It's like, what do I do? What is my purpose? What was I made for spiritually? Okay, yeah, maybe I can physically do a lot of things. As an Aries, you're very talented. You're a jack of all trades. But that doesn't mean knowing how to do everything is your purpose in life. Knowing how to do a lot of things helps you get through life. But this is thinking more about, what's my spiritual calling? What is my calling? You might find yourself spending a lot of time alone, wondering where you're supposed to be headed, what your purpose is. But just right off the bat, it seems like talking to God would bring a lot of clarity, because we go from this confusion, all these clouds, not really sure, haziness, to a lot of clarity. If you're in the city, you're near a lot of cell phone towers or any of that stuff. You could be also sensitive to EMF, radiation frequencies. That's just for someone there. Because I see a face down here, and this is like a lower frequency. You're in a space where the frequency is low, but getting out here in nature, get out in the ocean where there's nothing around. These blocks to me represent buildings, like if you live in the city. But here out in the open, out in the ocean, you're not going to have your third eye is blocked. You're not going to have your pineal gland is blocked. It's going to be out in the open, just you and God. And there's going to be a lot of clarity, I think, that comes to you just by doing that. I think that you might realize you're in the in-between, which I'm surprised that card didn't come out, but you're kind of there, realizing that something in your life might not be your path or your destiny. All right, so let's pull some other cards here. I'm going to be using the Lenormand. So we're asking about what's coming towards you in love. It seems like right now someone's energy or focus is, where am I headed in life, or what should I be doing? So maybe that's where you meet a person. So on the bottom of the deck, there's something that's not finished between you and someone else. Okay, so if this is someone from the past you don't see anymore, maybe someone who used to live in the home, because we have the cage, the key, it's in the reverse, but it is here, and it's 33, which is master number. Some of you could be master number 33. You could check it out. We have the dice, which is 39, which reduces to 12, which reduces to 3. Again, the Holy Trinity. And then we have this 13, which reduces to 4. And it's a child. It's in the reverse. There could literally be someone who's been locked out of your life or your home or your family for quite a while. That could be a person that's coming back. Remember, Aries, they're all forms of love. They're not always romance. Love comes in the form of, people, friendships. Some of them love and romance, some of them close family ties, some of them pets. They're still part of your soul tribe. Somebody, maybe from your childhood, because the child here is returning. Maybe someone who lived in the home with you is returning because, like I said, this four in tarot would be the Four of Wands, but it's in the reverse. But the Four of Wands can be the home. And then this here card, this is 33, but it's the cage and the key, but it's a reverse. Like this someone that you love left the home. That person might be returning. And this time it would be way better. Okay. All right. I have a lot of cards that came out here. So let me take a look. Now, for some of you, you're going to run into somebody when you're out and about. You're not even going to know that you're going to run into this person. You're not even going to know they're going to be on your path. You're just going to run into them. Could be at a park or a place where there's wild animals, or exotic birds, or a place out in the open, or a spiritual retreat with all of these, statues of angels. A very serene place. You could meet someone, and that's what this is saying. So for some of you, there's someone returning from the past who maybe you shared a home with or maybe grew up with or something like that. That type of love is coming towards you. Okay. Some of you, you just want to know what you would love to do in life, quite literally, or if love is going to come in your life, because some of you are in this thinking position, thinking, am I going to have this? Like, if you don't have it, you're thinking, am I going to have this? But like I said, some of you literally need to get to the water. Some of you are near too many cell phone towers and electronics, and you might be sensitive. I think it's EMF or something. I don't know, but you're sensitive to it, and it blocks your third eye. It blocks your pineal gland. You need to just get out and open, just like that. Get yourself into a body of water where these frequencies can't jam your brain. It's like a signal jammer in your mind, and it's blocking your clarity. And others of you are going to meet this person by being out in nature. Either way, for all of you Aries, it's symbolizing get out in nature. Get out in nature. Your path opens up by getting out in nature. Some of your path opens up because you literally talk to God or spirit and you receive answers. Some of you, your path opens up because you run into someone who ends up being a future love or a divine counterpart and you don't even know it. Or if you knew this person, you wasn't aware that it could go here. In other words, like, you didn't think this was an option for love. If you knew this person, it would have been like a friendly terms, like a place that you would just go hang out or go to the park, or like you weren't in that kind of connection. Some of you might have a friendship that turns to that close connection, and there's a lot of luck here with this four-leaf clover. Because some of you, this person's already in your life. You're not waiting on them, but I think that you're like friends and you're not expecting it. It's like a friendship that turns into something. So for you guys, I got the most messages. I got like 3 different messages, right? We got one who's thinking about love, if love's coming in or what they'd love to do. One, somebody from the past, home, childhood returning. And one, finding somebody on their path. Someone they were friends with and used to do things with, like hang out like as friends, like it goes somewhere now. Like this person, that's why this is reversed, because for this third group, like this person's already in your life, but not romantically, but it could change. It could change. Or they're your divine counterpart and you're very close and they're in your life, but it's you guys are close, Could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. But either way, you guys are lucky together. Together, you're lucky. And I just feel this strong sense of outdoors. For all these cards are suggesting outdoors, outdoors, outdoors. Get outdoors. So that's just a general message, Aries. General message: get outside, get away from signal jammers, get away from electronics. You're sensitive to it. You're very sensitive to it. Okay, let's get on with the tarot portion here. No, actually, I'm going to pull from here. Island Time Wellness. Who's coming towards Aries in love? Who's coming towards Aries in love? Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So that's probably in this area here from someone from the past returning. Okay, that could be that healing that person, that situation from the past, whether it was a family dynamic or friendship dynamic. That will apply pretty much with that situation. Let's get into the tarot now. Not for you. We're halfway there, I feel. Maybe halfway to this developing, halfway to this person coming back, halfway to figuring out what would make you happy in life, or when that person's coming towards you, you're halfway there. Not for you. All right. And for those of you who think you're just not lucky in love, that is pushing love away. So if you feel you're not lucky in love, just stop thinking that way. That's actually kind of hindering a bit, you know. That's kind of making, you know, bringing it about here. All right, we have the Page of Coins and the Lovers upright. So for those of you that you haven't talked to a person in a while, all right, there's no, we've got Page of Coins. There's been very little to any communication. I see a reunion happening with that. I see healing happening with that. All right, so that's why it's not over, okay, in that situation. And this could be like a sacred contract or a twin flame or divine masculine or feminine, because this is what's not over. We have a divine masculine here, we have a sacred book, and we have the Lovers. Very strong twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine type of dynamic. For the one returning, maybe from the past or the childhood, or anyway, it's not over. So there's some history there. Okay. There hasn't been conversation. That's going to change. All right. We're halfway there on that. Tell me about To the Sea and Thinking. To the Sea and Thinking. To the Sea and Thinking. Yeah. I don't know why I'm hearing this silly song, Under the Sea. It's like does it go to a Disney movie or? We got Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, this is a lot of water, okay? This is going from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. This is also getting out of your comfort zone. If you're spending too much time at home, get out of the comfort zone and get some fresh air. Everything here is saying get some fresh air, all right? This, to me, with whatever they're holding up here, it's like some little flares or something, but I always relate the hands to the antenna of your body. When you want to reach out and you're literally trying to get your messages, that's why, in my opinion, we pray. And the way that we point our hands, we're directing our antennas. But going to the sea, going near the water would highly amplify that, okay? You need to get away from this toxic environment, whether it's people, but I'm getting a lot of EMF frequency. A lot of somebody here has sensitivity to that, and it's lowering the vibration because it's preventing the third eye and the pineal gland from functioning the way it should. If you're that person and you could suffer from headaches or eyes and stuff like that, strain, get out of the house. Get out in fresh air. Get out in the open is what I'm getting from that. All right. If that's your situation and you're confused and just having problems with clarity, that's you. Get out into the open where there's not many towers. And now that I look at this, it makes you think of a cell phone tower, right? We have a tower, we have connection. There's a connection between the energy that comes off this tower and the third eye. See, sometimes my messages come late, so that's why you got to stick around and watch the video. Yeah, I can completely name the video off the very last sentence that I say in a video. I can, it's just crazy that way. But this is exactly validation now. Someone has EMF sensitivity from cell phone towers or modems, routers, whatever sends off EMF is interfering with this person's third eye and pineal gland. That's a specific message. Get out in the fresh air is the solution. Because it looks like it causes depression as well, because I guess if you can't figure out where you should go in life, you would be very depressed. Tell me about this third group where either a friendship is going to blossom, like someone you went romantic with, like you didn't open that path, like you would hang out though, but it wasn't like romantic. And if you haven't met this person, being out in nature where there's flowers, a park, a garden will open that path. But for some of you, this person's in your life. That's why this ships is reversed. For some of you, you're not waiting on them. They're there. It's just it hasn't blossomed into this. You spend time together, but it hasn't turned into this yet. And for some of you, maybe you've just met them at a park. Someone very loving, yeah. Also, some of you, I don't know who's in the Queen of Cups energy, but somebody's already in love with the other person. The other person doesn't know it. So this is a lot of water energy. Could be water in your chart or their chart, but it's love. There's a feminine that seems to love a masculine, and a masculine doesn't know it. And you could spend time with this person out in nature as a friend, because this person's already in your life, but like you don't think they want to be with you, but honey, they're already in love with you and you don't know it. And you may have expressed your love to them in the past with this King of Cups in reverse. You may have expressed how you feel about them, and they never kept it to you. They never opened that path with you. They never let you, water their garden, so to speak, because the garden is reversed. But now they're going to do that. Now it's different. For that third group of you, that's going to change. You're going to be watering the garden quite frequently, actually. All right. Great reading. 3 different groups. Very direct. I don't need to waste your time. We know you got stuff to do, people to see, games to play on Steam. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's close out for Aries. Who's coming towards Aries in love? You see how Spirit does that? Oh, I ain't taking all this, but I will take the one that went up. All right, so first group, last group. This is basically a health issue, okay? We already know. Get out of the house. Go out in nature, away from any EMF. And that's going to be a challenge in this day and age, especially if you live in this. I know I live in a big city. All right. So for this first group of someone from the past coming back that you may have known from childhood or lived in the home with, or someone who's no longer in your life, but there's a spiritual soul contract. There's a twin flame dynamic, divine counterparts. No conversation, but it's not over. There's healing to be had here. For that first group, the cards that came out are Star Family. Yes, you guys are twin flames. You guys are Star Family. You're part of Team of Souls. Call in support. And I think the support you're going to call in is each other. I think it's one of those things. It's like if you're an 80s baby, Wonder Twin Powers activate. It's like you guys can not be in each other's lives, but then a moment the tragedy comes, like, you guys unite. It's kind of that energy. And then the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Pray for the other person. If there's no contact with them, you don't know what's going on in their life, but you guys were close at one time, pray. Just pray for the person and then just let it go. Give it to God. That's what that's saying. Now, the last group, the one who seems like a blossoming friendship turns into something because they finally might reveal their emotions. Empathic starseed, energetic, sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This person has probably been dealing with a lot of issues in their life that really aren't a direct result of how they live their life. So in other words, like when you live in a home of another person, but it's not your home, you're subject to the rules of that home. You may not like that, but until you're able to get out and do something about it, you're absorbing that environment, even though it's not the environment you would have created if you had your own environment by yourself, if that makes any sense. So this person, Aries, is trying to get sovereignty to have their own space. Okay, it's very vital and important to this person. I think when this person gets their own space, they want to come like this with you. Or there's somebody who's alone that you spend time with, but not romantically, but they want this with you. All right, they're in love with you and you don't know it. If you are the masculine, they're in love with you. If you're the feminine, it looks like you might be in love with them. So, and this person's already in your life. All right, Aries, that's your reading. I love you guys. Thumbs up. Namaste.